Well, good afternoon from the Pure Energy Healing Academy, and welcome to Mark Bayerski YouTube channel. What a glorious day it is today. Daisy's sat there, she's chilling, she's having a healing session in a moment. It's all good, it's a great day. This is kind of really strange for me because this YouTube channel is about self-help. However, today and yesterday, for some reason, many of you have asked me, Mark, you talk about self-help all the time, but can you tell us a little bit about yourself in other things that you've done, anything special or anything that we can learn a bit more about you as a person? I think I've told you so much about my life already, but I really wouldn't know where to start other than kind of telling you that, as I think I've already told you quite a lot. As a kid, my father had one job and hated it, and because of that I could see that and decided that I would never ever stick with one job if it didn't feel right. So I ended up working 100 different jobs, and to his anger, and every time he got angry with me I said, Dad, I'm going to find the right job one day and I'm going to enjoy all the jobs, so I don't understand. And his mentality was, you have one job, you stick at it and that's it. But that's the mindset of the old times, of course. Okay. I am 16, 15, 14, at 14 years old when most of the kids were at school like me. They were on a 50p a week spend, and I was making £20 a night being a dancer. In fact, my teacher came into a nightclub called Josephine's in Huddersfield and saw me dancing, and she was great, Miss Nixon. She didn't say a word, she was fine, she was great about it. I loved dancing. I used to be a professional robotic dancer. I travelled the world. One of my favourite stories is I was in Sheffield at the same company who owned the one in Huddersfield called Josephine's. They had two, one in Sheffield. And I used to wear a full bodysuit with a mask, and the eyes were all darkened, so it was hard for me to see out, but it looked wonderful. It was a great effect. And I used to work the nightclubs, and one night I was tapped on the shoulder by the head bouncer and said, Mark, come into the VIP room. I'd like you to dance for this person in there. So I made my way to the VIP room. I get inside there, the door opens. There was only this one person sat down, this lady. She was sat down, but I couldn't see her properly because of my mask. But what I did is I danced, and I could hear this big laugh and loud laugh, it was lovely. And I did a few silly things in my dance, and then I gently went over to her and I took her hand and I did the moves and I kissed her hand, and I saw this big smile appear, and I kind of looked closer, and all of a sudden it was Tina Turner. I often say that I was a private dancer that night. But the story of my life is that I've done many sort of crazy things. I went on Blind Date and appeared in front of 13 million people, and I was made to look the Blind Date rat. I was in all the newspapers because, as you well know, the television is just one big pantomime. It's a cinema. Even world news, it's all just a joke. It's all manipulated. And of course, spending 3 or 4 days with the cameras, they take hours and hours of film, and then they choose to make you whatever they want. So they can choose the good bits or they can choose the bad bits. And of course, TV is all about drama. It's all about the shock, the horror and the fear. So I was made out to be really awful, and I think for the first time back in them days, I was known first of all as the Blind Date rat in all the major newspapers. And I had 7-8 years of people mocking me, laughing at me, pouring drinks over me, punching me, calling me all sorts. And you realise that TV has a great effect on people's minds. It's brainwashing, and did you know that within 30 seconds you're judged instantly? So people will either like you or they won't within 30 seconds, and that's what happened to me. So yeah, if anybody knows about finger pointing, about being named, called, it's me. I lived through 8 years of it, pain and suffering. It was really difficult, but that's made me who I am. So I don't kind of... Anyway, I've got 1,001 stories. I've lived my life, and I can safely say that if I left this world today to go home, I'd do it with a smile and say I certainly lived my life. And I intend to stay a while longer. I intend to make these videos a while longer. I don't think I'll make any more about the things I've done. It's not that relevant. What's relevant is your life and how we can help you along a journey of life and how to make you stronger. Today, I'm working on myself, self-healing. I've put a Dambarite on, beautiful, very protective, very healing, opening, strengthening, and allowing in spiritual flow. That's why I've got this on today. My website has now over 700-800 crystals, which I've been working on 12 years, believe it or not. Some of those crystals on my website are 12 years old, and we're only now just people are starting to get to know us a little bit more and realize how I work with crystals. They're not just crystals. You can buy crystals anywhere, but you can't see, but behind you can if I show you. I'm working on a set of 15 crystals now, and they'll be finished again within the next 4 or 5 weeks, but sometimes they take like months. And I put good energy into them. That's how I work with crystals. So a crystal is worked on with good energy, powerful energy, loving energy. So yeah, have a great day, guys. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for listening to the self-help videos. Thank you for being my friend, because I know you are. The message that I get every day, don't get me crying, don't get me started, but I love you all for being so kind, so caring, so open and sharing your story with me. I really am. It means the world. I never really thought I'd ever get to this point. You know, this point is far greater than the point that I thought I wanted to be on. I think one of the reasons why I don't do television now is because of that blind date. It certainly made me realise that if you are not in control of editing, you are in control of nothing, and they can make you and break you. So I don't do TV. Even though I get offered TV once every couple of weeks, I always say no. Do you know this YouTube channel is a channel of honesty, love and truth? My mistakes, my faults, my flaws, everything that I've been through, this isn't drama, this isn't a pantomime, this is real life TV, this is real life, this is how TV should be, the all truth of us falling, us getting up. TV, mainstream TV is just, it really is something that we all need to look at. And you know, I threw my TV away 12 years ago, and you know what, it was the best thing that I ever did. I tell you, the brainwashing that TV feeds us is immense, and it's what holds us all back from our truth. Anyway, guys, have a lovely day. I go off on one, don't I? Have a lovely day. Thanks for subscribing to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Did I tell you that you're amazing? You are. You're absolutely amazing. Everything that you need is right where you are now. Be the best you can be. Help somebody today. Make a difference. It really does change your life too. Be kind, be caring. If you see somebody in need, if somebody's fallen, if somebody's upset, no matter how many times they fall, no matter how many times you think, oh, not again, be there for them. The one thing that you'll always take with you into the spirit world is the love that you've helped with somebody else, the kindness and the time that you share. Be the best you can be the lighthouse. Be that lighthouse for somebody today. It really helps. Love you all. Take care.